Howdy folks, welcome to Schweifert. One of the best things to do in Schweifert is, guess what? Spaghetti ice. Spaghetti ice. Don't you agree?
Yes, it's very good.
How is it? Taste good?
Very good.
Oh, stay tuned folks. I'm in heaven. Yes. Well, good morning folks from the land down under.
G'day, how you going?
Hey, doing
G'day.
great. Good day to you too. Actually, good night to y'all. It's 10:01 at night right now, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
correct. That's
Yes.
correct. Although the picture behind doesn't prove it.
Right. Now, where's that picture located?
It's a place called Echuca, which is on the border of New South Wales and Victoria.
I
All
can't even
right.
see what it is from here.
It's the port.
Is it? Oh gosh, I need to clean my glasses.
Now, how far are you from there?
We're about 3 hours
3 hour drive.
You're right. Okay. Wow. That's now. How big is how long will it take you to drive around the whole perimeter of Australia?
Oh wow.
Australia. Well, if you were to put Australia on top of the US land mass, we are, give or take, roughly
Much
the
the
same.
same.
It's about 7 to 9,000 miles.
Wow. Wow, that's huge. I do have a lot of questions about Australia. You know, some I don't know, some I know, but
Fire away.
we'll get to that as we get going here. But I am so glad that y'all are here, and I've been looking forward to this, and so thank you for being here.
It's our pleasure,
thanks for
and
having us.
we've been looking forward to it as well.
That's awesome. I'm also looking forward to that cruise. Look forward to that cruise in October 22.
Oh, you're not the
Yes,
only
we're not the
one.
only ones.
That is going to be. Now y'all were very instrumental in making my about me going. Because I never said no. I said, well, let me. I got to look at logistically everything and go from there. And
That's
then,
true.
yeah, and finally I said, you know what? Because my wife's a school teacher. That's the hard part. It's hard to leave in the middle and everything. I said,
Yep.
It's October 22. Just take a couple of days off. She says, okay. Ha! So I was on the phone with Cindy Spiker. So, it didn't take much to convince her, but I was on the phone with Cindy Spiker. I said, "Hey, Cindy, I'm ready." So, so it all worked out. We got
a cruise that was going to have. We were struggling to get 8 cabins. We've now got
18 or 19, almost 20.
18, somewhere around there.
What?
And we've got a goal. Well, I'm setting a goal that we get 30 by the time we cruise.
Wow.
That'd
be amazing.
We still have a lot of time for sure. Is that special? Is that special still going on? Like $100 credit?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's $100 onboard credit.
Onboard credit, yeah. Okay. All right, that's awesome. Good deal. Hey, we have Blaine in the house here. Blaine, how you doing, sir?
G'day, Blaine.
Blaine from Rayleigh Creative Travel. He's also one of my partner channels. As I just so happen to be drinking out of the cup today.
Ha.
So, and it's got I love his logo. It's got the compass and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
I'm a map guy. I'm a map compass guy. I like to, look at the big picture. So that's why I like that logo a lot. I do.
Yep.
I
understand that.
Absolutely. And the more and more I learn about Australia, the more and more I want to go there too.
Welcome.
Fabulous. You're always welcome.
Thank you so much. Anyway, we got Kenneth in the house. Hey, get another partner channel of mine. Kenneth, so glad you're here, sir. And we cannot wait.
Here.
The Forward Man, or no, it's Chevy Man. He's changed his name to Chevy Man.
Oh, Chevy Man now.
And but he is excited about going on that cruise, and I'm so glad that it is coming out. Now, Sean and Lana, you want to go ahead and explain exactly the awesome feat that you're doing for Kenneth and others?
Yep. Mm-hmm. So we created a charity called Helping Hands for Cruisings. The idea was this. We actually, it originally started, we asked Kenny to come on board the cruise with us. And Kenny went, yeah, great. Let me find out about it. And he found out about it and he went, Mate, for me to sort that out would take me a while. So we thought, well, there are people in the same position as Kenny, if not worse off. Why don't we look at the opportunity that for those people that would never possibly ever in their entire life have the opportunity to come on board a cruise? Why don't we just give them that opportunity in either a loan or a gift? And so that's where Helping Hands for Cruising was born.
And actually, Darian, you may not know this, but you had a very small part to play in this as well.
You certainly did.
By that that few minutes of beautiful
video
vlogging that you shared with everybody.
That was so awesome. And thank you. It was so awesome to see, to witness the determination that Kenneth had. I can't stop talking about it. I can't stop talking about it. You know, people see it and they're like, who is that young man that with that big heart? Young man with a big heart, they say. And it was just really, really awesome to see. I even gave him chances, not chances, but I said, Kenneth, I don't want you to hurt yourself because it's quite a ways up there. And he goes, I'm going to do it, Darren. I'm determined. I'm going to do it. I said, okay, I'm with you by your side, but I'm just letting you know, you might be a little bit sore. Well, he was a little bit sore, but you know what? It didn't bother him a bit. He was like, I did it. And he was smiling from ear to ear.
Correct.
Earlier on today, I was actually watching a live he was doing with, last night, your time, but our time earlier on today, he was on with Nate from Land Cloud Adventures, and he was being asked some questions there, and quick answer came back, would you ever do it again? And he went, absolutely, in a heartbeat. So
that's so cool. See, I like that. See, that's first of all, that's great heart and great determination. You know,
absolutely.
Correct. And Darian, it wasn't just inspirational; it was aspirational as well.
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely. That's burnout. I wish if more people had that heart, just a little bit of it, I think there'll be less people just sitting around saying, I can't do nothing.
Correct.
I think people need to see that people that have abilities that they do differently than us,
Correct.
And sort of catch fire on that, because sitting around, exactly that. You're sitting around and you're not going to last long sitting around.
No.
And you're not enjoying life. You're not seeing life as outside your front door and enjoying what the world has to offer. So there's an opportunity there for somebody to do that.
That's absolutely correct. So Kenneth, if you're listening, I know Kenneth's been up all night watching videos. that's Kenneth. He's been up all night.
He's got no school left.
Yeah, that's right. He's a free man now.
He is.
He told me, he goes, I might fall asleep because I've been out watching videos. I said, Ken, don't worry about a thing. Everything. So absolutely. Hey, good morning, Tommy. All the way from Tennessee.
Tommy.
Morning, Tommy.
Let's see, it's nice. So probably about 20 minutes he'll be on the golf course, knowing him. But I had the opportunity to meet Tommy and his wife back at the Helen meetup, and that was really, really nice there. Got Lori all the way from Long Beach, California. Good morning,
Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Now Lori's up early herself because there's a 3 hours difference. We're 3 hours ahead of California time.
Oh.
So Lori, we're so glad you're here. She's saying morning.
So Darian, it is true that the East Coast is much more smarter than the West Coast.
Oh boy, get me in trouble here. Oh boy. Now the East Coast is East Coast, West Coast is East Coast. Oh, did I just say that? Oh, no. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I got other friends too out there that lives out in Cali world, and so we're West Coast is, so I'm East Coast. We're back and forth. We have a good time. We have Micah and Bella here. Wow, hey, glad you're here, and I love that logo. I love looking at people's logos. I think it's pretty cool. And I'm a dog lover, but see that puppy dog? It's like golden retriever there. Yeah, that's really cool. Thanks for being here, Micah and Bella. Eric, all the way from Austria. So we got the Austrian.
Eric. Guten Morgen.
That's right. Eric lives in Austria. He lives about roughly 2 hours south of Hallstatt. And
Okay.
I've been to Austria before, several times, but I never just the border area. Maybe an hour into it. But next time I go, I'm going to go a little bit further and stuff like that. And Eric and I were going to meet up. Either this trip, which we're planning on it, or the next trip, but most likely this trip because I need to get down there. And
I'd love to go to Vienna and Salzburg one day and do a Sound of Music trip tour. I would love to do that.
Oh, it's so cool. Where I my home base is Garmisch. I love Garmisch. Right there. It's hard to see during the day.
Yep.
Yes.
But I love going to Garmisch, and you got the Zugspitze, the mountains there, and everything. And some scenes of that movie was made in Garmisch as well. Now, the majority of it, I think 90% of it was made in Austria. But I think there was 2-3 scenes I was in Garmisch, which is pretty neat. But I just love the Edelweiss.
Beautiful, yeah.
So thanks, Eric. Hey, we got Mary, the wood burning warrior. Have you seen Mary's work yet?
No, unfortunately not.
Wow, she is really awesome. She's really very talented. She wood burns. Okay, and when I saw,
really?
yeah,
And these new people down.
I looked at her. Yeah, it would be worth it. I saw her video and I was like, wow, this is talent right here. I mean, it takes patience to do this stuff. And anyway, so I'm looking for. I've not seen all of her content. I've seen, her videos, sure, but not all of it. But it's so good. I want to go back and watch all of it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. But her name's Mary, and she is really, really cool. She lived in Germany too. She was same as I. Her and her husband both served in the United States Army, and they were stationed in Germany at one time. So that's how we got that in common there a little bit. It's pretty cool. Tom says, early enough for you, Lori. Sherry from
G'day, Sherry.
Sunsets. That boom. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. And very happy that you're here. Do you know these guys? Do you know the?
Sure do.
I'm not playing with it. Right, some hellos here, Sherry. Sherry saying hello to everybody. I'm gonna have to ever beat drill last night. Oh, there you go. Hey, Tom, I heard y'all had a good time with Blaine and Savannah a couple weeks ago. That is really, really awesome. Lord, doing amazing. Hope you're doing well. Okay, there's Kenneth. Kenneth saying hi to everybody here. Tom's more to Sherry. Cannot really do the visit. Blaine, this is what we call TMI, aka too much information. So,
listen, Blaine, and I just wanted to say, mate, that sounds very much like a royal flush.
You made me choke on my coffee. Look there, Blaine. I hope you see that. A royal flush. That's good. Hey, Angie. Hope you're doing well. Got Angie from Brodicus around. Angie's in Heidelberg, Germany. She is at work right now, and she just sent me a message. I'm unable to watch, but she's listening. So a big shout out to Angie, aka Brodicus around. Make sure you go to her channel. Make sure you do it. Trust me, you will like it. And she's a lot of fun. Get this. You're gonna love this, guys. Angie, the one I'm talking about, Brodicus around.
Yep.
She's Filipino born. Okay. She was raised in Australia. Married a German guy and is living in Germany.
Wow.
And she talks
Germany's
about
now lost.
I think we have caught up with her somewhere along the way. It sounds familiar.
We saw maybe on one of Darian's.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
She's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Her live streams. I mean, she's dancing. she does a lot of good stuff there. I did a third go. Okay, let me see. Tell me else. Can you have company going to get blonde drawn? Oh, and I have to go fast. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's no fun. That's me next week. My turn's next week. Get blood drawn. That's okay. Hello, dear.
My veins take one look at the needle and say, "We're out of here. See you later."
Right. Same here, and I'm sitting there and I know where it's at, but it's like I know exactly what we're talking about. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me catch up here. Ooh, Okay. 12,000 on 7 thumbs up. We're pleased to hey, thanks, Kenneth. Kenneth's always looking out for me, and all these folks out here, guys. Everybody out there, Son, Alana, and everybody here in the chat. I really appreciate the support, and I really do, and I support everybody as well. I think it's important, and but it's a lot of fun. My goal is to have fun. I just want to have fun with this. Just have fun with it. Meet new people, and I love people. I'm a people person, and ever since I was a child, I got in trouble for talking in school. My mom has report cards still, and she showed my wife this, and then my daughter saw it, saying that Darren's an excellent student, but he talks too much.
That's so hard to believe, Darian. I find that very hard to believe.
Do you agree with that statement?
I'm the same, buddy.
Oh boy, but you know what? I wouldn't change a thing. Would you?
No.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No.
But and then my daughter got home. My 12-year-old daughter, but she was, I guess, 10 when she saw it, because my mom showed her, look what your dad did, and I'm like, well, thanks, Mom. At least I had good marks, but he talks too much, and that's the thing. Oh, Daddy talks too much. I have fun with it. Oh boy, Blaine is elaborating here. It was a
right.
This is sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike's from my hometown in Ocala, Florida, and he's living there. And Mike, he's an awesome person, awesome family, and everything. Mike, I am not in Florida, as you can see, but Colleen and the kids are. So, if y'all around, whatever, I think it'll be leaving this morning. Just, shoot me a text. I'll let you know where they're at. There we go. And for those who do not know, the Down Under Cruisers, this lovely, lovely, lovely couple right here, there is your chance to know these guys. Okay, there's the link. Make sure you check them out. Hey, tell them I sent you. Don't tell them I said that, but tell them I sent you. Oh, wait a minute. You already know you can hear me. So there's a link to my friends. Make sure you go see them there. Or saying,
thank you. Thank you, Blaine.
All the good mornings, all that stuff. Now, I have some questions for you. Okay, I am not a Australia expert, but I want to be. Okay, so
I don't know whether we are either, but we'll try.
But since I want to be, I wrote down some questions here.
Go ahead.
All right. How many states are in Austria? I know it's big. I didn't realize it's as big as the U.S., like you said. But how many states are in there? Like, we have 50.
Okay. Well, we don't have 50 for a large country. We have states and territories. We have 2 territories. We have the Northern Territory, and we have ACT, the Australian Capital Territory. Canberra is right there. Canberra is our capital city, not Sydney. And then we have, how many states? Gosh, we have to count them.
5.
Is it 5 states and 2 territories? Tasmania, Victoria, where we are.
South Australia.
South Australia, Western Australia, Queensland.
And New South
Wales. Yeah.
So is that where the Tasmanian devil comes from?
From Tassie, sure does.
Oh, okay, all right. Remember that commercial? Or that cartoon?
And the Tassie tiger. There was a Tasmanian tiger, which was more like a large dog, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked
with
like
stripes, though. It had stripes like a tiger, and it became extinct.
Wow. That, I didn't even realize that. That's pretty cool. Now, being in Australia, you and I, we talked about this before. I'm a Wiggles fan. I like the Wiggles. Fruit salad, yummy. There you go.
Hot potato.
That's right. My kids growing up, they love that. Now I get that, Daddy, I'm not a baby no more. But I'm sitting just the other day, I was in the living room, and we were talking about fruit salad, and I started singing the Wiggles, and my daughter's like, Daddy, I'm not a baby no more. I'm almost a teenager. And I started singing it anyway. Well, I put it on the TV on the big screen in the living room. I put it on YouTube and everything, and fruit salad. I started singing, Daddy, you're nuts.
I'll tell you something, Darian. A lesson for your daughter. I found out last night that I am my mother's baby.
Absolutely. Always be the baby, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. That's right. And my mom tells me the same thing. That's for sure. And we tell them the same thing too. And that is so true.
Always will be.
That is so awesome. What or now the head of state there, is that the equivalent to our U.S. president?
No.
No.
We have a head of state is we have a prime minister and we have
Prime Minister.
a governor general. It's a governor general in federally, and then a governor for each state.
Each state has a governor, and we have a governor general who represents the Queen, because we are part of the British monarchy. We are not a republic. We have a sort of fall under a British constitution. So we have a Queen's representative here called the Governor General, which is more a figurehead than anything else. Our Prime Minister is voted in.
And the Governor General's appointed.
Is appointed, yep.
Okay. Wow. So what brought about Australian Day?
Okay. That's a little bit contentious, Australia Day on January the 26th.
Right.
Okay, we don't really want to delve into politics. However,
I didn't realize I was diving into politics. Sorry.
No. It's a contentious issue because it celebrates the day that the first fleet came and landed, settled at Botany Bay in Sydney. Captain Arthur Phillip stepped ashore. Now, he brought the convicts with him from England.
Well, not all of them.
Some of them were, but this celebration is not, what should we say, is held with great joy by our Indigenous people. They call it Invasion Day.
Oh.
Because in some ways they believe it negates all their prehistory.
Wow.
So people are sort of, I think, coming around a little bit, because in schools now, I'm a primary teacher myself, or I was, and we were starting to teach Aboriginal history. And it's complicated because there are so many different mobs. They're called mobs, and they have their own languages. So it's so ancient. So that there's a lot there. So schools tend to focus on the English coming and settling, without really mentioning our Aboriginal history. Anyway, that's why it's contentious.
Gotcha. And and that's going to spring some. I'm a researcher. I like to research stuff, so I'm going to look more into this and get a better understanding and idea of that. Sure, but thanks for sharing that for sure. Yeah.
Oh, Philip's one of our
followers,
one of us,
one of our mob.
Yes. That's where I said, okay, there. Okay, I see Philip. Okay, thank you, Philip. Appreciate that. Ken said he's in a wrong chat talking about royal flush. He's laughing. Oh boy, it's on now.
Look, he's not here. We don't have toilet paper here.
Yes, we don't.
The minute you hear the word lockdown, we've got no toilet paper. It's just ridiculous.
That is. I'll send you some.
Crazy.
We got a forever best friend. Glad you're here.
How are you, Charlie?
And I'm very glad you're here, Charlie, because I lost my doggie last night. We had to. It was the end of her life, and she went to sleep. So it's been hard, and it is hard. And so we're gonna grieve, and then we're gonna move on, because we're puppy lovers. We're doggy lovers. And we can't live without them. They're our babies. So thanks for being here, forever best friend. I won't get to say anything, but I saw that too, and then all that, and I appreciate the kind words from you two as well, my friends, and Australia. Everything. So we've
been thinking about you.
Yeah.
Oh well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Somebody's going to say about teaching inclusive history. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Hey, 10K. Good morning, everyone. It's okay. I have a monster.
G'day, TJ.
No, TJ.
Absolutely, TJ. Yeah, you have a monster instead of a coffee. I have my coffee here. I got Blaine's cup here. Partner channel. Oop, get it straight. Really creative. There you go. Good stuff.
Luana found this cup for me.
Best dad right here. Hey, there you go. There you go. Now, how many children do y'all have?
We've got.
Well, I'm a stepmom.
Okay.
And I have a couple of kids. One of them is biological, the other one isn't.
Okay. But that's your kid.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a son and a daughter.
Absolutely. You know, and I had a friend of mine. Let's see. He grew up with his mother passed away years ago, and then he grew up with a stepmom, and he always used to say, the only step in his house is the one going up to his house. So
Yep.
he called her mom and everything. He was about 3 years old when his biological mother had passed away in a car accident.
Yep.
So, anyways, that was a neat statement. You know, the only steps that are there are the steps going into my house, and
that says a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that. I know you're a puppy lover too. Go figure. Everything. So yeah, she was a full-blooded basset hound, and her name was Bubbles. So floppy ears, and she was bubbly, all right. I'm a basset hound. You know. So
do you have the comic strip in America, Fred Bassett?
We do. You know what? I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have it for sure. And I'm gonna look that up too. Hold on a second. I just wrote that down. I'll look at that too again. It's been a while. Eric, I'm sorry to hear this, Darren. Mr. Dogs, Mr. Best Friend, thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate that, sir. Really do. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in Austria. I got my Austria and Australia's right. Seeing you in Austria. See, I got Ronnie Dove here. Hey, Ronnie. Good morning.
G'day, Ronnie.
Morning.
Wow, good folks there. Good folks. Had a chance to meet up with him and everything. So that was really neat. And out in Dallas, Texas. Hey, Nick. Just right now.
G'day, Nick.
Nick, I can't wait to see the pictures. Are you gonna make a video?
Yeah.
That's gonna be really cool. I'll tell you what, Nick is another fine supporter as well. He has a channel too, by the way.
Yeah, Nick, we know. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, but he's a outstanding supporter and creator, and he's coming to see me on his 30th birthday. He chose
that'd be awesome.
Spend his 30th birthday with me right here.
Nice.
So, I'm gonna take him to Helen, Georgia. I'm taking him down to Daytona Beach, Florida. Some other places too. I don't want to tell because I'm gonna surprise him. So Nick, we're gonna have a good time, and I'm looking forward to November for sure. So I got everybody saying hello. Let me start. Oh, thank you, Lori. Yeah, normally I'm online somewhere in the evenings, but last night I wasn't. You know, I just didn't feel like it. My friends came over.
Understandable.
Thank you. My next door neighbors, they came. I got a bad back, so that they took care of stuff, you know, in the ground for me stuff. But anyways, they invited me to the house. Hey, we're gonna have some cheeseburgers on the grill. You want to come? I'm like, absolutely, because my wife's not here, my kid's not here, now my dog's not here. You know, so I got over there and got to spend time with them and their family, and that was really neat. Hey, thank you, Kenneth. Lori, oh, hello. Okay, got some hellos here. Maybe want to run back home, hug my puppy. I'm so sorry. Oh, hey, TJ, absolutely. Hug your puppy as much as you can. You know, I'm a puppy dog lover, like you wouldn't believe, and so we're gonna.
We are too.
You are too. What kind of dogs do you have?
We don't at the moment, only because we're on a main road and we don't have a gate. And I've had one of my dogs run under a car in front of my eyes many years ago, and I don't want to see that again.
Oh no! Hey,
that's so.
Totally.
Darren, as a dog lover, I can recommend Doggy Daycare. It's a YouTube channel. I don't know if you know it.
I don't know.
If you love dogs, it's an Aussie one. Doggy Daycare. It's beautiful.
And you'd have a kindred spirit with a guy. He's actually ex-military as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he has
a property.
He set up a property,
and people send their dogs for the day, and they have the most amazing time.
Wow, I love stuff like that.
You love it.
And like when I saw Charlie, you know, I said, "That's got to be a doggy one." And then subscribe to her. I'm like, oh yeah, she likes dogs too, obviously. But yes.
Just very quickly back up in the chat there. Philip is saying he's headed to bed on a
Oh.
Friday night. Well, it is lockdown.
Well, he can't go anywhere. So enjoy your lockdown, Philip. Have your
Phil.
2 hours of exercise.
Thank you so much for stopping by. And obviously, you already know Philip.
Yep, he comes to our channel quite regularly.
Okay, good. I may have seen him too.
Yep.
You never know. Me, so many people, But Philip,
That's right.
Thank you so much for coming, and hope to see you around. Say good morning for everyone. Okay, say hello's here. Thanks for catching that. I totally missed that one. And guys out there in the chat, I don't get offended easy. It takes a lot to offend me. If I miss you, it's totally by accident. Just put it back in the chat. Say, hey, you missed me. Or you don't have to say that. Just put it in there again, and I won't get offended. So my goal is to make sure to address everybody's comments. It's very very important, I think. Morning, Blaine. Got some mornings here. Moin, moin. This is Jorg. He's over there in Deutschland. Moin, zusammen. Hey. I hope you're having a great day. Let me see. It's 2:31 in Deutschland as we speak. All right.
2:31 or 14:31?
14:31. That's right, because they use they use the 24-hour clock, not the military time.
Military talk.
Yeah, I told my German friend Matthias and everything, and he's a trip. I know Matthias is 1988. I met him when I was in Schweinfurt, Germany, when I was living there and stationed in the military. And anyways, he we're always back and forth, talking, sort of like northeast and west and everything.
Yeah.
And he's like, what does he say? We say guten morgen. I don't want to mess that up. Let me think about that. I'll come back to that.
Yep.
Okay. Nick Nippies spending my birthday with Darren. Then I have heading back to Minnesota the next week. I'm having a very important birthday 1 week after my head. That's very awesome, Nick. I'm looking forward to you coming. That's no doubt. Okay, Northwest. There goes. No problem. Oh, here we go. Here's a question for you guys.
So we're in the state of Victoria in a place called Melbourne, which is the capital of the state of Victoria. And we are in the southeastern suburbs of that place.
And we are currently in lockdown as of last night for 7 days.
Wow. This has got to end.
Yes. We're sort of getting used to it. It's about, the fourth lockdown we've had in 12 months now.
Yep.
Apart from the huge one last year. And
so when you say lockdown, it means no going to work too? None of that?
So we're in a unique spot because we teach first aid. So that's considered to be essential service. So we can work, but if the person's not working, then they can't come. So we've got a couple of challenges happening.
Yeah, well, no, we've lost a few people for next week because they're not essential workers. You can only come to us if you yourself are an essential worker and you need your first aid to continue to be able to work.
Wow. That's really neat. So you teach first aid. Do you teach like CPR and stuff like that? Yep. Wow, that's awesome. I need to renew mine and know that things are very important. I was used to get my certification up all the time, and I haven't in the last. I'm overdue about 8 years, and I feel like I need to.
Well, come on down. We'll give you a training session.
Hey, that'd be cool. That's a perfect excuse. Well, I have to go to training. I have to go to training. It's in Austria, but Australia. It's in Australia. That's why I need the training. No.
Listen, there's one way I know that you can get over that Austria bit. All you got to do is refer to Australia as Strya. Australia.
Australia. There you go.
There you go. And you won't mess it up.
Australia.
People will think the L is in there, and
I'm going to Australia.
That's it.
I'm going to Australia, mate. See you later. There you go. Now, what? Okay, now Australia is pretty large. So how many time zones are there? Is it all the same time zone, or are there different?
We've got when we've got summer, there are four time zones, and actually there are 4 time zones anyway. 5 in summer, because Queensland doesn't change at time, but there is a zone There's an area called the Gold Coast, and Gold Coast has another city called Twin Cities. Twin Cities is in New South Wales, and the Gold Coast is in Queensland, and they changed their time by half an hour. So it ends up having, it ends up that there are 5 time zones. Western Australia has their own, South Australia their own, and then we've got Victoria and New South Wales, and then Canberra's on our time zone. You've got Tasmania down the bottom. Oh, yeah, and there's that 8th state of ours called New Zealand.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Speaking of that, I got a friend who lives in Germany, in Munich. And now she's from the States. Her husband is a doctor working in Munich, Germany, but he's from New Zealand. He was born and raised in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that there. Now, there's a latitude line that runs through Australia. Which one is that?
That's the Tropic of... Oh, good one. It starts with C. It's either Cancer or Capricorn. I never remember myself. We're not doing very well on the geography section, are we?
I think it's
There's the Tropic.
I think it's Cancer that's below the equator.
Is it?
I think. I could be wrong.
I don't know. It's either the Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn. I'm sorry, we're not doing very well at all. We're failing miserably.
No. I'm just very interested. And definitely, checking that out for sure. No doubt about it. But
now someone's told us Capricorn. Thank you.
Okay, so we lied.
Oops. Well,
there we go.
Well, there is a big wide world.
It was 50-50 there, wasn't it? It was one or the other.
Good deal. We got Jorg from Deutschland. Guten Mittag. Hey, good midday. Here, Norwest here.
Or as we would say, Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ronnie's agreeing with you. Yeah, for sure. I don't know what
you're only allowed to go 5 kilometers. Can you believe it? 5 kilometers from your home, unless you have a permit.
You have to have a permit, like a paper permit.
Yep. You have to. If you're leaving the 5 kilometers, you've got to have a permit.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to be over. It's going to be over soon. It's going to be soon. Now, I have a question for you. Now, you were saying it's been lifted in North America. That's great. That's great news, Jorg. But we have Blaine here asking, how many cases do y'all have to cause a lockdown?
25.
25 people. And
Well, it actually started with one person coming in from South Australia that went to a football game at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, the MCG, and it's now gone to 25. So they've gotten a whole big panic attack and shut the state down.
Wow. It only takes one to mess up things, Oh, my goodness.
Well, apparently it's the Indian strain, which is highly
contagious.
Very, very contagious.
Wow. I'm fully vaccinated. Are they offering vaccinations over there?
Our vaccination program, Darian, is being so slow. It's a joke.
According to our government, the federal government, 20% of the population right now has been vaccinated.
Hang on, but that's only the first vaccination. Yeah, that's what they forget. They don't mention that. Wow. Most of us only have, well, not most of us. Most of the 20% have only had their first dose. We only had our first one 3 weeks ago.
Sure. So when are you getting your second one? About another week?
12 weeks. No, we're having the AstraZeneca because we're in the old fart category, and we don't have a choice. So we're getting the AstraZeneca. So it's a 12-week gap.
So July
30th. I think we're having it. Yeah.
July 30th. Okay. Beer before we know it for sure. Ronnie's saying, hope Sydney, Melbourne, and Australia Zoo one day. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Come on down. Sydney Zoo has got to be those animals are the. No, he said Sydney.
Yeah, and Australia Zoo.
But I'm saying Sydney Zoo has got to be the most. Those animals are so lucky. The view they've got.
Brilliant.
It's God's own country where they are. Literally
looking right over the harbour. Yeah, brilliant.
Wow.
And Australia Zoo is fabulous. Steve Irwin did an amazing job.
Yeah, I would love to take my family over there. That'd be awesome. Lori saying, glad to hear Germans live. Yes, absolutely. It depends on the state. West Austria had a 7-day lockdown with 1 community case. This lockdown, Victoria had 30. Whoa. Okay.
That's true.
Thanks, Big Wild World. Thanks for being here. Appreciate the insight there.
Is he an Aussie?
Oh,
Perchance?
I'm not sure. There's a. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check him out. Let me write this down here. I'm gonna check you out. There's a Big Wild World.
Or tell us whether you're an Aussie or not.
Yes, definitely. Now I do have something here for you. I just lost it. It's a message from Deutschland. What was it on? Was it on? I pressed the wrong button. Hold on a second. Okay, here it is. Okay. All right. So Darren, listen to business. Okay. Okay. So what about the Wigga Wagga Zoo? Wagga Wagga Zoo. What's
the
Wagga.
Wagga Wagga.
Yeah, Wagga Wagga Zoo. That's from Angie in Germany.
Yeah. So Wagga Wagga Zoo. So there's a place just inside the New South Wales border from Victoria. So if we were headed up to Sydney, we could drive through a place called Wagga Wagga, and they've got a very interesting zoo there as well as another place called Deniliquin or Dubbo.
The open
Dubbo
range.
Zoo's quite famous.
It's an open range zoo.
Yep.
Wow.
I didn't know there was a zoo in Wagga Wagga, to be honest.
Which was the biggest zoo?
The biggest zoo would be probably Sydney.
The Australia Zoo is pretty big.
Yeah. But then there's also Werribee Zoo, which is also free range.
That's in Melbourne. Yeah, it's a free range. Sort of an African safari style.
All right. Now, Jorg is saying everyone in my family is vaccinated except me. I'm still waiting for an appointment. Oh, wow. So you're taking appointments there. Over here, well, actually, I did have an appointment, but now you don't need appointments. It was a drive-through. We, drove through the hospital, checked in. I was at the Veterans Administration, and they did it. I actually did a YouTube video on getting the shots. You'll see me getting the first one, and then I merged in the second one. The first one, I didn't feel a thing. I was like, "You finished?" Now Blaine was with me. He was with me. He was in my truck with me. He was filming, and I was live at the same time. I was live getting it done, and Blaine was filming me back here. I'll say your big hand. That's Blaine. And I didn't feel a thing. I was surprised. I was like, "That's it? You finished?"
Yeah.
So, and I'm not a mutile person. I can never be a druggie. Absolutely not. I do not like.
No, not me.
No way. And so when I went back like a month later to get the Pfizer and everything, so this is a piece of cake. So I'm sitting there and everything, and I'm by myself this time, and I'm filming it. I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Ow!" And I looked at the lady. I said, "Why, thank you." And she cracked up. "Well, you're welcome." Oh, that hurt so bad. Just the injection. I didn't have any,
side effects
or anything of anything else. Whatever. It was just a shot, the needle. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. And speaking of that, I don't know, but when I got my shot the first time, Blaine and I, we were heading to Orlando. Okay, and there's a German restaurant in Sanford, which is right in Orlando. Anyways, this place called Hollenbach's restaurant. I was meeting another buddy of mine there, and everything. As we're walking in the restaurant, just before Blaine takes his hand, hits me right on the arm, says, "Well, thanks a lot for taking me, Darren. I appreciate you taking me." I'm like, "Oh, you killing me!" Oh. And then the next,
you realize that was planned.
Oh, and then I walked in. Okay, now this is how silly cuff I've been. Okay, so I walked in, saw my buddy that we were meeting, and I was telling him, I said, "Yeah, Blaine." I was telling him exactly what I just told you, and he hit me right here. I went, "Oh!" I had my own self in the arm. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And then the next day, we're in a place called the Cheesecake Factory, a restaurant, and I met somebody, or I knew somebody there. As I was walking out, they were walking in, and everything, and well, "Hey, Darren, great to see you." Oh, you got to be kidding me! So when I got the second shot, I didn't go around no one. I was like,
So now I know what to bring on the cruise.
What's that?
A syringe.
Oh no! Don't bring that. I'll be swimming. That's for sure. Ryan says, "Love watching crocodile hunt growing up."
Yep.
Yeah, that was all. I sure hated to see him go, but look at his family. I mean, wow. Their kids are both of them. Oh yes. Also his wife too.
Yep.
Very nice.
Well, actually, I went to Australia Zoo.
Our Aussies.
Yes, I went to Australia Zoo many years ago when Steve Irwin was there doing his crocodile show. He's got what's called a crocoseum, big amphitheatre, and he does his show in the middle with the crocodiles.
Wow.
It was brilliant. There was a bird show. It was fantastic. It's a great zoo.
He was very knowledgeable. He wasn't scared of anything. I was like, what in the world? Oh, no, look at this. This thing could kill me right now. And I'm looking at it right in the face.
Yeah, crikey. Yeah, and his kids are the same. Yeah, no fear.
Yeah, it's like, woo. Boy, I'm not a snake lover, okay? Snakes will hurt you, okay? I don't care if they're non-poisonous. They will hurt me. They hurt me because I'm trying to get away from them. But I do not like snakes. But see, and I like to swim in the water. And of course, I'm from Florida. And you swim sometimes. You look, there's a snake. I'm getting out of the water as soon as possible. I'm being real careful. But I'm not going to go up to him and say, "Oh no, you're a pretty snake." No, I'm that guy.
Well, even looking at Steve Irwin treating snake as not only snakes but sharks and manta rays and all that sort of stuff. I think it takes a special type of character, to be honest.
Absolutely it does. This is a big wild world. You saw it earlier. Yes, they are from Australia, which is pretty cool. And he's saying here, this is the first time I can attend a live show. Is at the right time. Well, that's awesome.
That's good on you. Well, you obviously haven't seen ours, so come on ours.
Yeah, check them out there. The Down Under Cruisers for sure. And I'm here every Friday morning at this time, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I guess it'll be 10 your time, 10 p.m. your time. And I also go live at 11 a.m. in the morning on Saturdays. So it'll be 11 o'clock at night in Australia, right?
11 a.m. No,
no, that's 12 hours. We need
add 3.
It's plus 3, yeah.
Yep. So 11, 12, 1, 2.
Okay.
It's 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Okay, that's right.
Okay,
good. So make sure to check the Down Under Cruisers for sure. You're on Wednesday nights. What?
Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Melbourne time, which is about 6 o'clock your time. And on Saturday afternoons, it's brunch time at midday, which equates to 10 p.m. Friday night your time. So it's Friday night now. This would be us doing our show if we were in Eastern Standard Time.
Outstanding. TJ saying Australia's going into the lockdown. Disney's about to drop all mask requirements here. What a crazy world we live in.
Yeah,
it's absolutely. Not Australia, TJ. It's just Victoria at the moment.
Yep.
Germany. Okay, York saying the federal government is not allowed to buy a number of vaccinated doses in Europe, so that the European member said. But also, oh wow. But I also understand, York, that this, I think, what's today? Friday? I believe next week there's going to be a huge rollout in Germany. Like all the major cities over there. I mean, almost every corner there'll be a huge rollout. So, York, look out for that.
So in Australia now, we are producing the AstraZeneca, but also I believe Pfizer has. There is going to be a production facility for Pfizer in Queensland, I believe. So we'll be producing some here as well. That's
cool. Yeah, Danny made a comment. Danny from Griswold family, okay, but because I got the Pfizer. And he goes, well, at least you got some German in you now.
Yeah, that's right.
I got to give him credit. He said it. So, yeah.
Good on him.
He said it, but I use it. I believe giving credit where credit's due. I don't want to own nothing that I don't own, See, it's only the state of Victoria that's in lockdown. The other states have no. Okay, so it's not all Australia. It's just like you're saying, just different.
Yep, just our state. You know, somebody sneezes on the left-hand side, and they all go into panic state, and then they close us down. So,
yeah, I'm holding my breath here. I'm not saying a word.
From a small business point of view, we are not happy.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, everyone's suffering. All businesses. Unfortunately, it's our hotel quarantine system is letting us down, I think.
Wow. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Sure. Wow, Mark from Escaping the Nest. Mark and Terry. More day. I look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. Yes. Yeah, we'll be going out to my family and I. We're going to Dallas, Texas to visit our friends, Mark and Terry. If you do not know Mark and Terry from Escaping the Empty Nest, there's a chance. Anybody out there, Blaine, Kenneth, if you could put their link in there as well, make sure to check them out. They just got back from Hawaii. Well, they got back from Colorado, making videos too. Their latest videos are Colorado Spring, all that area. But they're also a month prior to that, they were in Hawaii, and they're just starting out their channel, and they have, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos, and awesome couple, and they are professionals already. You know, I knew that
awesome.
from the beginning. So absolutely check them out if you can. I give me no sense. You go the other way, mistakes. Don't tell Heather with us and more. How about it? Oh boy. Okay. Now you know, Blaine, I'm gonna have to talk to Heather now about this.
Yeah, well, Heather's one of those that love snakes.
Yeah. Oh boy, Heather, please don't put no snake around me. I got a story. I got a story about that, but I can't say it on air.
Now it's even more intriguing, Darian. You should have said that.
Right. I'll tell you all in person.
Oh, good. Okay.
For sure.
So when are we going on that cruise again?
Right. It seems like forever, but then it seems like it's right around the corner too. But you know,
yep.
But it seems like around the corner it'll be closer. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Blaine, again, you put the Down Under Cruisers link right there. Folks out there in the chat, make sure you check out my friends right here, all the way from Australia. First and foremost, they're awesome people, awesome folks, and they're fun to talk to and learn about. I'm going to learn more about Australia as well. And speaking of that, while I'm thinking about that, guys, we have talked about possibility in the future that you two will be visiting Germany as well.
Yep.
Like to.
Where would you like to go when you visit Germany?
Well, I have been to Frankfurt very briefly.
Oh, good.
Very briefly. Just passing through, literally. But I can say I've been there.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've spent 2 weeks in Dresden.
Dresden, okay.
Yeah, I was there for a karate tournament.
Oh.
So we did some training and a tournament there, and some of the folks that I was with went further north. But when we left, about 2 weeks after we left, Dresden had a huge flood. And the only thing I can put it down to is that one of us must have left the tap on in the hotel. Otherwise.
Oh, no. That's not good.
Wow. The only reason why it would have flooded the city. So.
Great. So, Ishini, Shigo, Rogo.
Yep, all that sort of stuff.
Wow, okay. I was thinking it reminds me itchy knee, so I'm like scratching my knee.
That's it.
Itchy knee.
The sun she go.
There she go. Rogo. Wow, I'm trying to remember all that stuff. Yeah, there we go. So I guess hellos to the empty nest there. Yours says when Darren arrives Germany, they say the eagle has landed. Eat spaghetti. That's great. I love it. Absolutely. That's my first order of business, folks. When I go to Germany, I go to the nearest ice cafe wherever I fly into, and looks like I'll be flying into to Frankfurt, and I can think of 4 ice cafes in the Frankfurt area. I'll go to each one of them. But it's funny when I arrive in Frankfurt, there's one right downtown. It's right there in the Money District, they call it. It's like the Manhattan of Germany. I can't think of the name of it. But I walk in, I don't have to say a word. They see me coming, they start making spaghetti ice. and that's not the only place, I tell you. There's a place in Purchase Garden too. they see me coming, and it's the same thing. They just start making it. Here's your spaghetti eyes. So it's a thing. It's pretty cool.
Actually, it was quite funny watching Kenny. Whenever you see Kenny on anybody's show and he's talking about spaghetti eyes, he's got this dirty big fat smile on his face.
Yes, he does. Yeah, and he took that. He made that video. He's like, this is good. This is a scale of 1 to 10. This is definitely a 10.
I've actually never seen him give anything less than a 10 for anything.
That's
to be
right.
honest.
He gave us 6 on something one time. I forgot what it was. I think it was something.
Must have been Vegemite.
But I got a question about that too later. Absolutely.
It's axle grease. It really is.
Oh, is it really?
It's axle grease.
So you don't want to eat that, man.
It's salty as hell. It's actually the byproduct of making beer.
Really?
It's yeast. It's yeast.
Okay. Ooh.
People think it's beef, but it's not.
Or nothing to do with a vegetable.
Well, no. Yeast.
Yeast. Okay. I pass. Ashley's saying, hey, Ashley, I'm going to go to Australia to meet Steve Irwin's wife one day. Okay, yes, that would be really cool. I think the kids are in their mid-20s now.
The daughter's married.
She's a mother now. She had her first child, Bindi. Rob's not that old.
Rob's still in his teens.
No, I don't even think Rob's 20 yet. Robert?
Wow. That'd be really cool, Ashley.
Terry Owen.
Hey, look at here. Everybody out there in the chat, thanks, Blaine, for doing that. I appreciate you, sir. This is Mark and Terry, a.k.a. Escaping the Empty Nest. Make sure you check them out as well. And there is the link for sure. All right. You're saying, are they freezing down under?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are.
We're 3 days away from winter. Yep. Don't forget, we've got opposite seasons.
Today we were 14 degrees C.
It's cold. We've got the central heating on. And
wow, that's right. I forgot about that. That is.
Yes, we're almost at the end of autumn. Tuesday will be first day of winter.
Oh, really?
So our winter will be your summer.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm Australia.
Come on down.
There you go. Got Blaine here. We're up to 10 videos now with 4 more ready to publish. Thanks for the kind words. Oh, you're very welcome, Mark and Terry. Absolutely. So they have 10 videos now, and as you can see, 4 more ready to publish. I'm ready to see those.
You guys keep doing
it. So, which Australian singer? Okay, I know he was Australian, but came up with a locomotion. Who sung that?
That was
Kylie Minogue. Kylie.
Okay, is that very popular over in Australia?
It was for 50 seconds.
Oh, 50 seconds. So that's
she was in a soap opera. That's how she started at the age of about 14. And it was actually her sister who was the singer. And
that's right, Danny.
The song Locomotion, which of course is a cover version, was given to her. And now she's this massive, particularly in England, a huge star.
Wow. So they got an Australian song, Breeze, right? There's a song called Breeze and Follow the Sun. What was that?
It's maybe the words in something else, but
I was looking up the stuff last night, or not before last, about like bands coming from Australia. You know, of course, AC comes from Australia. You know, all that. You know, the 100 greatest artists of all time. Let's see here. I wrote down which Australian band sang "Staying Alive"?
Bee Gees.
Except
they weren't Australian.
And they're not Australian, actually.
They're from Manchester, England.
That's right.
Really? Okay.
They only grew up here. They came as a young age and grew up here.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yep.
Okay. Of course, Rick Springfield. You know, I didn't realize that he was there too.
Gosh, he's more. I think he's now more American. Anyway, he's spent more of his life in the States.
Wow.
Forgotten about him.
Now, there's a song sort of about what we talked about 5 minutes ago. About a Vegemite sandwich. How does that go?
Yeah. Yes.
The band is called Men at Work, and the song is called "The Land Down Under."
Come from the land
I come from a land down under where the women glow and the men chunder.
Lying in a den in Bombay with a slack jaw, not much to say. The man said, "Do you speak my language?" She just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, you come from a land down under.
I love this. Oh, it's in my head. It's in my head. Oh boy, that's pretty good, guys. Have you ever been to the opera in Sydney?
The Opera House. We've been to the Opera House.
Opera House, but never seen an opera there.
That's when we took our last cruise out of Sydney. Beautiful harbour.
Wow.
Truly is magnificent.
There's an author who wrote something about a secret river. What was that secret river that they're talking about?
Don't know. It's a secret.
But boom.
It might be a secret too.
Now, there are a lot of rivers in Australia, right?
Yep.
Well, like ours, there are only 2 rivers in the whole world that flows north. That's the St. John's River and also the Nile River. And there, and that's like because it runs from southern Florida, well, southeast Florida, all the way up through Jacksonville and goes out to the Atlantic Ocean and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What is the largest river you have?
Would be the Murray.
Murray?
The Murray River, which is where Echuca is behind us, is right on the Murray River, where the houseboats and the paddle steamers.
Wow.
Yep.
And do you see a lot of piranhas? Are there piranhas in that river?
No, that's the Amazon.
Amazon, okay.
We don't
I
have
will
piranhas.
just put it in the Amazon. I'll pass on that. But
yep, there's a lot of things in the water in the Amazonian rivers that forget about. Actually, I just want to say hi to Najuma. She's popped in.
Sure. Oh, she said, "Hey, Najuma."
Hey, Najuma.
See, okay. Okay. I didn't realize.
I'm sorry. I'm being corrected about the Murray River. There's a big wide world is saying it's the Darling River.
The Darling River, okay. Well, that sounds darling.
Yes.
Where's the Darling?
Got York.
Actually, what's the Murray?
I said, well, there's the Hawkesbury as well.
The Hawkesbury, yep.
York's saying it's cold right now in Germany, just 2 days before summer. First day of summer is June 20th. Starts getting hot in April. Here's Kakalaki. So summer seems to go forever, but fall September 22nd. Yeah, same here, Blaine, for sure. Okay, guys, jump on. Hey, Ronnie, have a good one. 15-hour overnight shift. Wow, thanks a lot for stopping by. That's
a long shift.
It's an honor.
Take it easy.
That's for sure. All right, finally done. Now can I say good day? Oh, hey, good day.
G'day. How you going?
All right, all the way from Heidelberg, Deutschland. Yes, Angie, she's a lot of fun, and son Lana, and anyone that's on my voice, make sure you check out her. You enjoy her. She's a lot of fun. She goes all over Germany, especially all over Heidelberg and everything. And she's just real neat. And she loves to dance. She's her own discotheque.
Yep.
Wow.
Singing the 80s.
We actually have a suburb of Melbourne called Heidelberg.
Really?
Yep.
And
its claim to fame was in 1956. It's where the Olympic athletes would stay. That's the
village.
The village.
Yep, the athletes village.
Athletes village. Wow, that's pretty cool. Calumet saying the end of the 80s. Yep. We used to stay in line with pressing the beat for CPR compression. Oh, there we go.
I changed that one to Another One Bites the Dust by Queen.
Right. Don't.
Well, that doesn't inspire much confidence. Another one bites the dust when you're trying to keep them alive.
Another cardiac arrest bites the dust.
Right, Lana?
Yes. That's right. Kylie Minogue was in Neighbours. Yep.
That's correct.
Oh, cool deal. All right, saying hello to Angie. Okay, hello, Darren, Mr. Hello, Angie. Baratic is around. Her husband's a hoot too. He's German, but he's a lot of fun. There's Najuma saying hello. No wonder I didn't see it. I'm like, she's in here somewhere. Hello, Najuma. Glad you're here. Awesome supporter. Awesome person.
She is.
Absolutely.
I wanted to come with us on the cruise.
Hey, Najuma. Say it one more time, Sean, sir.
I want Najuma to come with us
on
the cruise.
You
Najuma.
heard it for the Down Under Cruisers yourselves, Ms. Najuma. So hey, take heed. Take heed. It's coming. Good on those for Darren. Yeah. As soon as they let me in, I will. It's the Darling River. All right. Hey, thank you. There's a big wide world. Hey, cool, Nick. I'm looking forward to checking it out here. We're gonna wrap it up here in just a minute. Time. I'm gonna respect your time. It's late at night there, so we'll definitely do
Time does run.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's Friday night.
But it's Friday night. Got nothing.
We don't
on
have
tomorrow.
to get it. We can sleep in.
We can sleep in unless you want to go.
Yeah. Okay. We're good. Yeah, Blaine. Haha. Look at you. I didn't have time to look it up to see what he said. How about that? Okay. Yeah. There, Angie. All right. And see, that's what takes some time. I got to stop and try to figure out. But guys in the chat, they had fun with me last week. They were just doing all German, so I'm sitting there trying to figure out what they say. So what I'm going to do, if I don't understand it, I'm just going to say, you know what? I'll get back to it when I could translate it and spend time to do it. So, I always want to learn a new language. So there you go, Blaine. Okay, Queen and David Bowie. There we go. Andrew lived in Heidelberg, Melbourne, Australia for 1 year. Yay.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah,
From one Heidelberg to another.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's spelled the same way too, huh?
Yes,
Correct.
exactly. Must have been settled by early German immigrants.
The Germans. Wow.
There is an area in South Australia, just outside of Adelaide, called Hahndorf.
Mm.
Handolf?
Yep.
Mm.
Wow. See, I'm learning all kinds of new stuff here. That's pretty cool. Which town? I can't read my writing. Which town is known as the cherry capital of Australia?
Cherry capital.
You have a lot of cherries there?
Yeah, we've got to grow cherries, but gosh, I don't know. Darian, where are you getting all these facts from? I'm sure there is. I'm just asking.
Right, I was just researching Australia, and stuff I was reading. I was like, well, let me ask this question.
Okay.
I heard they're talking about the cherry trees, and but they didn't say where it was from, so I figured,
okay.
I don't know how it's them. But
we do grow cherries. I don't know where, but
I'm
thinking cherry capital.
I'm
gonna have to
thinking
Google it myself.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's down near Healesville somewhere.
It may not even be in Healesville.
Yeah, I think so.
wow. Yeah, most of these questions, I found some online, but there's several I came up with,
Okay.
but I can't credit all of it there. But yeah,
Young.
I'm a cherry fan.
Darian, Young is a town in southwest slopes of New South Wales,
Okay, I was wrong.
and is marketed as the cherry capital of Australia.
Oh, okay. I saw the word young, but I know. So that's the name of the town,
Young.
See? Wow. That's good.
We learned something new too there.
Thanks for the lesson, Darian.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I do the same thing. People ask me stuff. I'm like, well, let me check my references. Blaine said he's next week. He's eating in a restaurant called Heidelberg in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Yes, I'm going to see the Mardi Gras coming up for it. That is awesome. Yeah.
I hate you, Blaine, because you can actually see the Mardi Gras come in. We can't see ships for a while.
No. Well,
yeah. I was supposed to go down there with Blaine, but time will not permit it because I have other commitments. But the port right there in that area, it's only like maybe 2 hours from where I'm from, so it was very easy to get Port Canaveral and all that stuff.
mm-hmm.
But it's really cool. But I would love to see that. Norton Summit. Is that in Australia?
Yeah, I believe.
Because
that's where
I've not heard of it, but
Big Wide World staying, and he's Aussie.
it's a she.
He and she.
Yeah.
But we can check it.
Absolutely. And like I said, there's a big wide world. You know, I'm gonna check you out, find out what you're about and everything. Absolutely. Hey, this time, Son Lana, we go and tell our viewers what your goals are, what your aspirations are. Before we get that, there's something I don't know. What gave you the heart to start a YouTube channel? But let's go with that first, and then we'll go from there. What made you think to come up with or how did you come to start a YouTube channel?
That's Sean's baby. He started it. He actually, it was COVID was to I was going to say blame, but it was responsible for this. I think a lot of people started during lockdown period, pretty much.
Actually, it wasn't blame. It was Neil and Kimberly.
No, I said to blame, but
to blame, yes.
Yeah, will be responsible for.
Neil and Kimberly from To Travel and Tour suggested that we start up a channel, and I was.
But how did you get in contact with them to begin with? So he does all these things without me. He sits in the study here. Oh, sorry, the studio, and it squirrels himself away. And unbeknownst to me, he's doing all these things. And
I was just. I have a morning routine. I wake up, I make my breakfast, I sit down, and I watch YouTube. I don't want to watch the news. There's too much negative stuff going on.
You got that right.
So I was sitting down and I was watching Don Terrace and then Lolita Loca, and then I thought, well, let's stretch out a bit. And there's this strange couple. He's a Dutchman and an American, and I better watch them. So I'm watching Neil and Kimberly do their stuff, and then Neil and I just started chatting, and he goes, "You could do a channel too," and I'm going, "I could." And one thing led to another, and there we are.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
But we had been, we knew of cruising channels because when we went on our first cruise in 2016, we were doing, as soon as we knew what ship we were on, we were doing so much research on everything. So that's how we discovered Sharon at Sea, Lolita Loca, and all those people.
And
Don,
Sherry from
Cruise Tips TV.
Cruise Tips TV.
Yeah.
And then it just bloomed out of there.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember when I first saw you. By the way, I was your 36th subscriber.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Who's counting?
I'm a numbers guy. I remember numbers like that. There's other channels like Ellie and Lucas. I'm their 197th subscriber. I just remember. I don't know. It's strange, but I remember. I'm a numbers person, I guess. But I remember being. I'm their 36 subscribers and everything. So, and I found y'all through Blame. You were on.
That bloody Blaine again.
Right. Absolutely.
There's a man I have the utmost respect for.
Yeah.
Is Blaine.
Yeah.
And in actual fact, part of this cruiseathon that we're doing on the 5th of June is also partly thanks to Blaine, because he helped me set things up and get some of the channels on board as well. So I'm really appreciative of him.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's a great guy for sure. I had opportunity to meet him. Let me see, 5 or 6 times now. We hung out together. One time it was like 2 weeks in a row. We were either in Orlando together, or Helen, Georgia, or even meeting in Savannah.
I've got to ask you a question, Darian.
Sure.
This is really getting to me. I'm wondering, does Mallory actually exist, or is it just him throwing his voice?
I think he's throwing his voice.
Yeah, I do.
I think so, because
I
have never seen Mallory, not yet. So I know one day we're going to find out, and I'm not sure when that's going to be, but I believe there's going to be an appearance around August 27th, maybe. So be on the lookout for an appearance. Don't tell them I said that.
It's just between us. Just between us.
Just shh. So we may see like maybe a silhouette of her or something.
There's another way to fix that.
How's that?
Just get him to bring her on a cruise.
You know what? You You are genius, my friends. Genius, genius, genius. I looked at the word genius, and both the old pictures popped up.
Daria, not many people say that about. Well, actually, not many people say that about Sean.
Listen, not any people say that about me.
Well, I'll say it about you. How about that?
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate that, sir.
So you know, we talked about your you know, your path, how you got started, and everything. What are your future aspirations with your
In terms of the channel, or just in general?
For the channel.
For me, it's what you said earlier. It's just about having fun and meeting people. I'm speaking personally. Numbers don't interest me. I think the same with Sean. We're not obsessed with that. We've just met the most amazing, wonderful people who we consider, even though we've never met people face to face, or we have via the screen, but in the flesh, no. But we feel that we have become really good friends, almost family in many ways.
That is so true.
And that's how I see it. And people getting to know about Australia. That's really what our goal was, about Aussie, about Australia and New Zealand in particular, our area.
Yep. And for me, one of my all-time passions was to be able to make a difference in people's lives. And so if I can make a difference in people's lives by bringing them into our world, into Australia, and having them leave with a smile, you know, and happy, then I think I've achieved my goal.
That's what I like. That's why I like. And you know, it's all this stuff here is a hobby for me. You know, and again, you and I, us three, we share the same traits. We love people, and I love to help people. And
absolutely.
As you know, I like to help people travel, and especially travel to Germany. Germany got a special place for me in my heart. And people say, how much does it cost to set up? Because I set up itineraries that y'all know, but those who don't know, I set up itineraries for Germany. If you want to travel to Germany, I help people with the hotels, flights, everything, where to stay, where not to stay. There's not too many places not to stay, but and I do it all for free. I don't charge a thing. I don't want anything. It's up a smile, like you were saying, a smile and maybe a thank you. You know, thanks for doing that. But I don't charge a thing. I don't want to charge anything. I never want to charge a thing. But getting that phone call or a card in the mail or something saying, hey, that was an awesome trip that you planned and everything, and thank you so much. That right there is awesome.
That means a bucket load
That's
more.
enough.
Absolutely. I love sharing what I love to share. What I love, you know. So and that's payment for me. But anyway, so go ahead and talk about. I know we mentioned that earlier about the charity work that you two wonderful people are doing. Would you just go ahead and mention what it's all about and just go for it?
So Helping Hands for Cruising is a charity that we've set up along with our partner channels, Us and More and Sparker's Crazy Adventures. And what it is, it's giving people an opportunity who would never have ordinarily been able to go on a cruise. It's to give them an opportunity to do exactly that, have a holiday of a lifetime. We're fortunate enough that one of your partner channels has been that inspiration in the way of Kenny. And so we are doing this cruise-a-thon on June 5th, giving channels an opportunity to promote and spread the word for Helping Hands for Cruising, and just put some dollars into the account so that we can send many, many, many people on a cruise of a lifetime. So that's what we're all about.
That is so noble and wonderful. I mean, that is awesome. And Kenny's going to be the first recipient of this. And and again, that's going to be cool. So you know, I can't wait. And I'm glad it's going to work out logistically. You know, Blaine's part of it too. Getting Kenneth to me, and then I'll absolutely get him there to the. Well, I'm going to make some cruisers mad at me. Get them to the boat. It's not a boat; it's a ship. I love cruising too. I talk about Germany all the time because hence I have a Germany YouTube channel. That's why. I do it. But I love cruising too, and it's a lot of fun. Last cruise I went on was in 2017, and no, 2018. Yeah,
That's
2018. It was supposed to be
Where'd
my
it go?
cruise. My wife and I anniversary cruise, and
Mhm.
this particular one. Now the kids were getting older. Yeah, we're gonna do the anniversary cruise and all that stuff and everything, have our time. But there's things for kids to do. So we had have our time for dinner
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And anyway, so we decided, hey, let's do it. Being on a cruise, And my daughter broke her tailbone that year, and 3 days before we were about to leave. And so I called and started saying, hey, can we get a credit or something and everything? And nope, can't do it. And the reason why, I did not know this, but I went to a third party. When I was getting the cruises, it looked like Carnival. The website had the Carnival boat, the Carnival logos and everything. And I thought I was talking to Carnival, but it was a third party site.
Oh, no.
But when I called Carnival, and they said, I'm sorry, this is from a third party. I'm like, what are you talking about? I contacted you. He goes, no, you didn't. And this happens all the time. And so they said, if you're with us, we would have given you credit, no problem at all. We understand life happens, which I'm like, but I'm sorry, you have to go to the third party. I'm like, what? So they gave me a hard time. We're not going to give you a credit, nothing. Either you use it or lose it. I said, but look at the situation. And they were, oh boy, after, I don't know, 6 hours, literally, no exaggeration, 6 hours of talking to different people. Finally, I got some leeway. They says, look, I said, okay, if I go, I'm still minus two tickets and everything. And let me back up. They were not going to give me no credit, no nothing. They said you usually lose. And then, but finally, I said, you know what? Okay, I'm going to go. So in the meantime, I called my buddy up, and he's never been on a cruise. I said, you want to go on a cruise? And he just happened to take a week off. And so I took him and my son. So it was 3 of us, and the other 2 slots, they gave me a onboard credit of like, I think $400, something like that. But
What?
Yes. So that's the best. That's the most we could do. I said, you know what? But I'm tired. You know what? Whatever. So I will never, ever, 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 ever do that again. Carnival? Yep. Yes. They were like, hey, sorry, sir. We would have. They said, we understand life happens, and we would have done something to help you. But that third part got out there. If you're looking for cruise ships, cruise lines, whatever, make sure you're talking to the company themselves.
Correct. And that's one of the things why we like Cindy, because Cindy Sparker just is a TA extraordinaire. She'll just get you in touch with the right lines and make sure that everything works well. So, yeah,
absolutely. And good deal. I'm going to finish out this chat here. I got to get going here pretty soon. I can talk forever to you guys, but so
we're happy with that.
Darian, we have to save our conversation for next year, in October.
Absolutely. York said he has his finger on the map here. Okay. Something about a pigeon. Is that a pigeon? Am I reading that? Are you talking about a bird, York? A pigeon.
Or our postal service.
Yeah,
it could be. Speaking of postal service,
there is a place called Birdsville.
Birdsville, Australia?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
The Birdsville track.
Do they have a lot of birds there?
In the middle of
it's right in the middle of
desert.
nowhere.
the Birdsville track.
Literally right in the middle of Australia.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Jim is they're talking with each other here. That's good stuff. Let me see. Mark saying my favorite cruise director of all time is based out of Australia on a Carnival ship for a while. His name is Lee Mason. Are you familiar with them? Are you familiar with Lee Mason?
No, we're not familiar. We only sailed Princess in the past.
Wow. Okay.
It'll be our first time on a Carnival.
You realize that when you come on our group cruise, you'll be able to have your anniversary again.
That'd be cool.
Not.
See, okay, he says a fun. So he must. I was reading pigeons. Something to do with a pigeon. And then, are you in Australia? Or you want to visit Australia? No, are you Australian? Something to do with that. See, it's true. Lois Fowler put a bit together and have pictures of her. Oh, that's cool, Blaine. Well, Tasmanian. Talk about stand-up after Tasmanian double.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
For someone who doesn't speak German, you're doing pretty well, thank you, Darian.
Dankeschön. Oh boy, I'll pass on this one.
Oh dear. Right.
Okay. We'll do Kartsklein.
Playing.
Oh yes. Yeah. Hey, you're for time purposes. I'm gonna have to look this up, but I appreciate that. Which state would like to visit? You've been given up.
That's a good question.
I want to go where my friends Ilana and Sean are located. Right there. I like to go there. That'll be my first stop, and then whatever they recommend,
I'll tell you what you should do is come around New Year's Eve time. So when you come down here for New Year's Eve, you coming to Melbourne and you spend some time with us. Then we come up with you to Sydney, and you watch the fireworks on New Year's Eve coming off the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Yeah, fabulous.
Oh, that'd be
awesome.
That'd be really cool. And do you do that quite often?
No,
I've done it. I've done it about 8 times.
8 times? Wow.
Yeah. But also the most important is that when you actually do that, you'll be having a barbecue, not freezing.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Because it's summer. That's right. Hey, good morning, Rich M. Hey, how are you? He's out there in Nebraska, the state of Nebraska, a corn husker. Yeah, he's a transplant corn husker though. He's from Pennsylvania, and he moved to Nebraska. Absolutely. Jorg, minus 2 act. Oh boy, you really challenged me this morning, but I'm going to go back. And that's one thing, guys. I'm not fluent German, obviously, but I could get around. I could eat. I could get around, no problem, But as far as conversational, I got a lot to learn, and I can't wait to get back to Germany so I could use it, every day. That's going to be Guten Tag, Troy. Troy and I, we served in the Army, did not know each other, and we were in the same place at the same time, Fort Springfield, Georgia, and we didn't know each other.
Wow.
So we rubbed elbows and didn't even know it. Yeah, I'm probably here for a bit. Hey, Dutch from the Netherlands, and glad you're here. Some hellos here. Okay, trying to grin. Okay, he's laughing. Ganal, yes. Yeah, you just saying last week. Between Angie and Jorg, boy, they had me going. I was sitting there writing in German. I'm like, oh, what is this? What is that? Okay. All right. All right. I am pressed for time. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get going here. But hey, guys, I just want to say thank you very much for coming. And
thank you for having us.
Thanks for inviting us.
Oh, you're very welcome. I've been looking forward to this, and again, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person. So
absolutely,
we can't wait.
I'm telling you what, there's nowhere known I'm actually going to go like this. I'm going to go like this,
and I will be a blubbering mess seeing everybody.
And I'm going to be like that too. Absolutely. Blaine's out there too. Looks like. Yeah. Oh yeah. Me too, Lana. That's for sure. You mentioned a word that I love. Oh, here's blind sitting on my radio. Oh, okay. I knew there was pigeons. See, I was reading. I read pigeons in there. I knew that. But Ilana, you mentioned a word that I love. You said family. We meet, although we never met in person. Actually, shook your hand. All that good stuff, or hug. But I feel that y'all are family, and we have a YouTube family out there. So many people out there. Angie, we're right here. And you and everybody here, Blaine, Najuma, we're all family here. Jorg over there in Deutschland, and I was like, I'm going to go back and look up what you said, and all that good stuff. But you hit it right on the monkey's head. When you said family, and I like that. And there's a saying that I love to say: if you're a friend of mine, you're family. And
absolutely.
That's just how I roll. Again, I love people, and everybody's awesome. You know what I mean? And you get a few baggers out there that are whatever, but let them be. Let them be.
Yep.
I'm going to talk to nice people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But again, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for a lesson learned. Those questions that I was asking you, some I knew very little about, but some I didn't. So I actually learned a lot from y'all.
No, we learned too. We learned things too. So bonus.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to go ahead and just remind you and everybody before I leave that tomorrow morning I have a guest on my live stream tomorrow morning, and tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, and it's called Picking the Brains of a Traveling Couple. It's Ashley and Jordan from Keep Going Places. So I hope to see you, whoever could be there, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on there. And of course, I'll have a new upload on Monday. So here it goes. What I'm going to ask you. I'm going to need some help saying goodbye here. So on the count of 3. All right. You ready, Lana?
No.
You know what to do, right?
No.
I know what to do.
No, I said the wrong thing last time.
That's okay. we're going to say doggos and shoes, and we got to add the oh. Okay. All right. So when I count to 3, ready? All right. And see, I'm going to do it. Oh, here we go. All right. When I count to 3, and watch out for the ending too. There'll be an ending afterwards. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Dankeschön.
Oh, yes, sir. Is that picture or video? Video. Oh. Hey, guys, thanks again. And I do want to share one more thing. Guys out there in the chat, it was funny. The first time I was getting to know Sean and Lana and everything, it was Sean first when I did the doggos and shoes. And I clicked off, and I was still watching YouTube, and he was like, "What was that?" I love it. Good day, guys, or good night, guys, and thanks so much for being here.
Good day, folks. Thanks for having us.
Yes, sir, and ma'am. Cheers.
Cheers.